So how has the project changed us as a school? Well, it's allowed us to create a real emphasis on the provision that we have for our special educational need pupils, and to make sure that everything is as right as it can be for their experience at school. In terms of outcomes for us on the project, we know nationally just over 20% of pupils have reached the combined level for reading, writing and maths. At our school last year, as being part of the Lens project, we were over 50% of our pupils hitting the standard for reading, writing and maths. So academically, it's had a real impact on us as a school. That shared focus on an area to improve as a team, as a staff team, has allowed us to come together and really focus on what's right for our SEND pupils, what's wrong and how we can make it better. In terms of other improvements we've seen across school, one of the great offshoots of this for us as a school being involved in the Lens project has been the ability of our SENCO to kind of grow and become a real leader. Our SENCO was new to role, so been in post for a year. So the opportunity to be involved in a project straight away at the start of her SENCO career has really given her an opportunity to grow as a leader in school. She's led cluster meetings, she's led tours of our school and shared our practice. She's gone and visited other schools and brought back loads of good ideas we can implement here at school. And that, facilitated by a local leader in education, has really helped us march on and kind of grow the leadership that we've got in school and that leadership capacity as well. So our Special Educational Needs Coordinator has been felt really empowered to lead and grow whilst we've been part of the Lens project. Our pupils, our teachers, our SENCO and our school leadership have benefited through outcomes, through enhanced provision for our SEND pupils, and through a new leader growing into a really developed leader throughout the journey of our 18 months on the Lens project. Through our Lens project, we've had SENCOs who are new to role, we've had SENCOs who are very experienced within our cluster. This has allowed all the SENCOs within our local cluster to come together and share practice, and all of them map out their own journey to improve. We've had connections being made, that coherent message coming through of what are the right ideas and the things we've all tried that have had impact in our school to support pupils with special educational needs, and the expectation that the plans they work on together are then going to be implemented at school, and a chance to get together, reflect on what went well and how we can improve further. In terms of the support we've received on the Lens project, I think the communication we've received has been exceptional in terms of the email communication. One thing I particularly enjoyed as a head teacher is having the opportunity to work with a fellow local leader of education and really benefit from this person who's from a specialist setting, and he's been absolutely amazing at helping us learn more about the specialist sector and borrow ideas from their schools and their settings that can help us here at school. That's just one aspect of learning from each other's schools and sharing what can come together to make a real enhanced benefit for our special educational need pupils. In terms of improving the project going forward, I've kind of broke this down into share, shout and slam. And what I mean by that is things like this, an opportunity to share the practice, share the work that we've done through the Lens project from all clusters and all the people you'll know about here on this video, to shouting about it through the communications team that I know are working at Learn Teaching School Alliance to get the message out there about what we found successful and how it's led to real improvements, real outcomes and real shifts in leadership development. And the final one is slam. And what I mean by that is I want this to go to the sector, and I'm more than happy for this to be critiqued, pulled apart and said, oh, that bit's brilliant, that bit's a bit pants, how can we make that better when it comes to our school? And I think by being open to sharing, shouting and slamming it in all which ways, we can make this even better as Lens develops further. As a sector, I think when you're involved in these projects, it's important you understand what the potential barriers are to the project and whether this is a real priority in school. We've had illnesses, we've had staff absences, much like every school will face, and it's just about within your school, how do you prioritise this as something you really want to see have impact this year? If this becomes your top priority in school, I really see it having an impact on your setting like it has on ours.